Ladies and gentlemen, your host, the Hugot King and Ballad Prince of Basic English. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, the Hugot King and Ballad Prince of Basic English. Massive, gigantic, and humongous shout out, everybody! Welcome to our second episode of Beyond Resilience. I'd like to encourage everyone to LICOMSS streaming. LICOMSS is a hashtag that I created 5 years ago, and it means like, comment, subscribe, and share. So what are you waiting for? Just LICOMSS streaming with your friends, neighborhood, colleagues, and what have you, so you'll have a chance to be inspired today. Blessed Sunday, everybody! I hope everyone is doing right, and I'd like to do a quick shout out to Toknoy, and we also have Mom Lady Praise all the way from Florida, Rocky Mountain Rowdy, and Focus Time, thank you so much. Lotsky and Rocky Mountain, thank you. We're live both on YouTube and on Facebook. To all my friends on Facebook, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you can share this with your communities. And of course, to officially start our Beyond Resilience, I'd like to welcome one of our resource speakers, no other than Dr. Marzil. Let's watch this clip. Please help me welcome a visionary, scholar, and global leader, Dr. Marzil Rutenberg. Welcome to the panel, Dr. Marzil. Thank you so much
You surprised
for.
me. You've taken a lot of my pictures.
I know. So I
Gosh.
picked 3 pictures that I love the most, and that's why it's part of the clip. So welcome,
Oh my God,
BFF. This
really
is
glad
our
to see you.
second episode. So I'd like you to do a quick shout out to your friends and what have you.
Um, Thank you so much for being here. I am the founder of Beyond Resilience, and Miko and I talked one day about having a platform to hopefully, influence, if not inspire, other people to move past beyond adversity to a state of transformation, growth, and to flourish, often called anti fragility. So, we really hope that individuals or organizations not only survive challenges, but improve because of them, because of your adversity. So, the concept appears in leadership development, trauma recovery, digital transformation, and creative fields. So, in other words, it's totally encompassing. We want this vodcast to be very chill. That's why we're also encouraging everybody to ask your questions. We'll try to answer the best way we can. And with our guest right now, I'm very excited to have her on board.
And so am I, BFF. Thank you so much. Our guest is also a spectacular one. And, our common ground is we come from the same school. We
Yes.
have, yes, the same alma mater. But without further ado, to officially welcome our guest, let's watch this clip.
Our guest this evening is a proud graduate of BS in Computer Engineering from Mindanao State University Ligon Institute of Technology, Iligan City. An accomplished student, she graduated as salutatorian in grade school, received honorable mention in high school, and later became a DOSD scholar in college. Her achievements extend beyond academics. She excelled in sports as a national level gymnast, representing her school in the Palaron Pambansa. Today, she is thriving in her career as a professional network engineer with a multinational company in Sydney, Australia. Despite life's challenges, she continues to face them with strength and resilience while supporting her family and pursuing her passion for travel. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tala.
Hi, Tom.
Welcome. Welcome, Tala, our beautiful guest today. Of course, all the way from Australia. So I'll give you the time to do a quick shout out, Tala, and say hi to your fans, your families, and relatives who might be watching as we speak.
Thank you for the very warm introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here and excited to share my journey of my work and share with you how I cope with resilience.
Thank you, Tala. Of course, thank you for saying yes for
Yes.
this episode. No, it's not that easy to find somebody who is willing and who is bold and who is open-minded, to share his or her journey in order to inspire and touch the lives of many. But before we proceed, Tala, of course, we prepared a lot of things for you today. I'd like to know, since it was mentioned on the clip that you were a gymnast, right? So when did you start doing the gymnastics, Tala? Like, how young were you when you started doing it?
It was in my elementary years. So I started joining, well, I love to join competitions. So I found a really good coach and I trained with her. And I would be excused from our classes so that I can spend hours in training. And I grew to love it. And I would represent our school, our division. And then I persevered and reached the national levels.
Yes, she did.
Wow.
Yes.
So Marcel, I have a question. Have you witnessed Tala performing before?
Yes, even during her practice hours, we support her. My classmates were
Oh
there.
no, sad to say I was not able to witness that. Maybe because she did that during the daytime and I was schooling at night.
Mm,
So that was back in Iligan City National High School.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I love to watch Tala, doing the gymnastics soon, if the time permits, or maybe she can, flex that on her Facebook account or maybe on YouTube if she has one.
You still do it, Tals?
Do you still do it, Tala?
No,
Not anymore.
Oh, in my dreams, not even reality. Not one bit.
Yeah. Earlier during our conversation at backstage, so maybe I could mention it. If she's willing, maybe she can use it as a content, to post it on YouTube and somehow you could earn apart from your job. So, by the way, I'd like to say magandang umaga sa mga nasa Pilipinas. So we'll try our best to speak in Taglish. I know these beautiful ladies on the panel are also conversational at the same time, fluent when it comes to speaking the language. But we wanted to make sure that our viewers also understand us whenever we talk about Beyond Resilience. So, Mimi Bear, good morning sa'yo. Magandang umaga. Lizelle, again, we're live both on YouTube and on Facebook. So, keep sharing this with your communities so they'll be inspired today. And it's Sunday morning in the Philippines. And it's my first time to go live in the morning, Marzil and Tala. Because most of the time, I go live on YouTube and on Facebook at 9 p.m. Manila time and concludes the show at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Manila time. But of course, before we proceed, and start throwing questions at Tala, which I know she did her homework, to inspire more people and touch the lives of many, we'll have like a quick warm-up. And we call it, I call it this or that, but most of the people call it fast talk rather. But at work, we call it rapid fire. So I'll throw questions at her, and I'll give her two options to choose from, and then maybe we can interrupt or maybe have follow-up questions why she chose one and whatnot. All right? So are you ready for this, Tala? Okay, so
Ready as I can.
there you go. So this or that, are you an introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
Introvert. Lefty or righty?
Righty.
Righty. Glam or simple?
Simple.
Sunshine or rain?
Sunshine.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
she was thinking about it. Get even or get over it?
Get over it.
This one, night out or night in?
Night in.
Night in. Do you prefer calls or text?
Both.
Okay. Is it sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Always late? Always early? Oh, well, I think I know what the answer is.
Always early.
Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Dog person.
Dog. Okay. Dog lover. Are you a dreamer or realist?
In between. The middle.
I like the way she reacted to the question. Thank you, Tala. How about walking or driving?
Driving.
Driving. So since you chose driving, is it car or bicycle?
Car.
Car. Car or airplane? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Destination.
It depends on the destination.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for giving that thought, BFF. Thank you so much, Tala. That was our this or that, warm up. I call it warm up, to prepare ourselves before we proceed to our official Beyond Resilience with Dr. Marzil and yours truly, a basic English. I put it there as Mike because that's my first name, Mike, or Michael James. So Tala, we'll proceed to our questions. And of course, we have 6 parts. Don't worry. We will not throw questions. We will not throw all of the questions we prepared for you. We'll just throw the questions that we think are relevant and necessary. Okay? So I'll flex a clip for us to be guided and to our viewers too. So here's our clip for part 1.
Part 1. Getting to know.
Part 1 is getting to know, and here's our first question for you, Tala.
Can you share a bit about your early life in the Philippines and what shaped your values as a mother, network engineer, and as an OFW?
So there you go, Tala. So
Yeah,
would you
I
mind
love
sharing
that
with
it's
us?
an Australian accent. So I was born and raised in Iligan City. That's in the southern part of the Philippines. I'm the youngest of 2 siblings, so I have an older brother. My parents worked in a school. So my mother was a kindergarten teacher. My father was a utility worker. In today's definition, my parents, our family belonged to the lower middle class. So I was the quiet type, but I had friends, including Marzil. And I believe my values now were shaped by my experiences in life. So my parents, including our extended family, so my aunties and uncles and my cousins, they were very supportive. They taught me, in general, unconditional love and responsibility. So they would support me in my homework and projects. I did well in school academically. There were a lot of problems that I faced, changes. It taught me humility, and it trained me to be disciplined and persistent. I love traveling. So I was very active in extracurricular activities. I was fortunate enough to be able to travel to different places in the Philippines, join competitions. I went to Singapore, stayed for a year there, and completed my on-the-job training. So that helped. It taught me resilience, and it opened me to different cultures. So those the values like love, responsibility, discipline, persistence, accepting of different cultures. So those shaped me.
Thank you, Tals. Of all the challenges you've encountered, which one do you think is the hardest? From Hi,
I
April.
believe that would be moving to a different country and living, because it's out of my comfort zone. Even though I say I enjoy it, but the feeling of being uncomfortable is still there. So that was very challenging, just moving from different places and just living there, not able to know. There's no not the unknown, basically. So that was.
So at this point in time, would it be fair to say that you're comfortable being uncomfortable?
Good question.
Buhay na Pinay.
I'm used to it. Yes, and still getting used to it. So it's uncomfortable, but I've accepted it that it is
That's
part
the
of
spirit.
life.
Yes.
Correct.
Good.
It's part of life. Going out from your comfort zones.
Mm-hmm.
And BFF, I'd like to bank on what she said
Yes.
about having an OJT in Singapore. Tala, if I may share,
Go ahead.
Singapore is my favorite country in Asia. My longest stay was for 2 months, and I keep coming back because I love the culture, I love the food, I love the way how people organize are, and of course I like the culture. So immersing myself, and that's why I keep coming back in Singapore. And in fact, the owner of the hotel that I always stay in has become my friend or close friend. So
Yes.
thank you for sharing. I couldn't really, let this pass without sharing it with our viewers, because Singapore is one of my favorite countries,
So
but
for our
a favorite
viewers,
country in Asia.
sorry,
Yes, Marcel.
naglag eh. Sorry. So for our viewers,
Mm-hmm.
both of you made mention about Singapore, and you, Michael, said something about the culture. So what's in the
Yep.
culture of Singapore that makes it very attractive?
It's the food, of course. That's part of it.
Ah,
Because I love seafood,
I
And
see. I see.
Antala can relate to this. They have hawkers, and you can roam around by walking in Marina Bay Sands, Merlion, and
Mm-hmm.
Esplanade. So it's like a 10-minute walk or 15-minute walk, especially if you love walking. So it's a good exercise, and people are organized. Their system and their government, you know,
You
It's
love
somehow,
structure.
yeah, it's really strict, but it's the way of disciplining people, to abide the rules and whatnot. So that's why I like
Culture. I can sense the
the country.
disparity of other cultures versus structured. So that tells me too, Miko, you love structure.
I
Is it
know.
okay?
Yeah. And soon, whenever I visit Australia, I'll definitely meet Tala because it's also one of my dreams to visit
Beautiful.
Australia. Yeah,
It's a
it's a beautiful
beautiful
country.
country.
I know you met there back in
Mhm.
2009. Was it in 2019 when you visited the Philippines? Yeah, and you,
Mm,
you went to Australia.
no, I think it was way back
18.
2020. Yeah,
Okay,
before
well,
COVID happened, I think.
mhm.
Yes. Hmm.
There you go. So soon I'll meet you, Tala, whenever I visit Australia, God willing. But of course, thank you so much for answering the first question. That was our first question, but it seems that we've been talking like for 30 minutes or an hour. Okay, so we'll now proceed to our question number two. This is still part of our part one. Okay, here's the second question.
What does resilience mean to you, and how has it evolved throughout your journey?
So the current company, the company I currently work for, provided webinars to employees, and one of them is about resilience. So I'm thankful for that. So resilience is the ability to bounce back, or if you've got challenges, difficulties, it's the ability to bounce back. So personally, it means that every time I face a challenge, um, I learn from it, and at the same time, it makes me stronger and a bit smarter. Um, as a mother, like all parents, we don't get enough sleep, and our patience get tested. So now, resilience means sharing or uh, teaching my son um, the same thing, how to be patient, and that's challenging. At work, I get to, as a network engineer, I get to deal with technical issues. So under pressure, so, I do make mistakes, and I make sure that I learn from it, so that in the future, when there's a similar issue, then I know what to do. Living away from family, from my parents, my brother, um, it means making sacrifices.
Hmm.
We deal with homesickness and financial difficulties. So we're earning dollars, but we're also spending in dollars. So it's still
Tama.
difficult.
Yes. Mm-mm.
And it's always about finding ways to support my family. So from being able to from being able to bounce back, now I'm telling myself that this is me rising up to the challenge. I'm learning, and this is making me better and stronger.
I love that. Thank you, Tals. I do have a follow-up question, if you don't mind me
Mhm.
asking. So sa dami ng mag-tagish, di ba sabi mo? So sa
Yeah.
dami ng mga priorities, what can you share to our audience when it comes to understanding what your priorities are and how you make decisions from that set of priorities? Kasi yun yung challenging minsan. Kasi, if you have, let's say, 10 priorities, you can't do it all in one time, right? And that will lead to burnout. So from your point of view, what's the best strategy or tool to do that?
Okay. What usually yung ginagawa ko, I love making lists. So nililista ko lahat ng mga goals ko. And then, so I have this notebook that I've had for years now. So I would write down my goals, and then I would decide. Because if there are a lot of goals, it's mahirap siya i-prioritize. So
Yes.
I choose two or three
Okay.
that I think I should prioritize, and I focus on those.
Awesome. Salamat. I like that. Almost like a manifestation notebook here, huh? You have to write all your goals and try to come up with projects or initiatives to make it happen. So that's a very practical
Practical,
tool.
yeah.
No need to invest. Sulat lang, di ba? Tapos use your brain juices. Yeah. Thank you, Tals. Appreciate that.
I like the way she approached things, Marzil.
Mm-hmm.
If I may share too, in my case, whenever I make decisions and whenever
Mm-hmm.
things don't go the way I wanted it to be, I
Mm-hmm.
get a sheet of paper. For example, this one, a sheet of paper. I fold it once. I fold it once, and on my left will be the challenges, and then on my right will be the advantages whenever I make a decision. So I list everything. So whichever makes sense, I'll go for it. So
Mm.
if the challenges are, you know, more than affecting my being, then I have to rethink and revisit my mind before making a sound decision. So it's also one thing I learned from Tala, and it reminded me about the way I make decisions in life.
You're on the right path, huh? Hey.
Correct.
Illusion agad.
Thank you, Tala. She's, you know what, just like Dexter, Tala is also, a smart lady. She's
Very smart. Yes.
brilliant. I like the way she presented her answers to the question. Those were just two questions. And
Mm.
people, if you have questions later, feel free to comment that on the live chat. By the way, somebody commented here. I'm not sure if you still remember this beautiful lady, Punk Avril, but I'm not sure if that's her
He's our
real
class.
name.
Yes.
Also, she said, my classmates in high school. And then, since we talked about Singapore earlier, she said, I missed, how do you say it? Hokkien? Me in Tua Payo. Me too. I miss it too. There you go. Thank you. And we have Yam Clemente all the way from the United States of America. And so is Max and Mark. So these are YouTubers. Thank you, people in the house. Keep sharing this, and please stay tuned for you to be inspired with our stories from a beautiful guest all the way from Australia, Tala. Okay, so we're done with our question number 2. Without further ado, why don't we proceed and flex our part 2?
Part 2. Getting personal.
From getting to know, we're now getting personal, Tala. So, like what we discussed, in case the question is so sensitive, you can say pass or we'll proceed to the next one. Okay,
Yes.
here's your first question for our part 2.
How do you stay connected with your family back home, and what have you learned about love and sacrifice through distance?
There you go.
Technology now has helped families stay connected. So we call, we message. We've got Messenger, Facebook Messenger, so we use that to communicate,
Connected.
which makes our lives easier. Being away, the challenge is being away means our loved ones back in the Philippines miss our milestones. And so I have a son, and he's growing up. So we can only share pictures and videos. So that's how they would be able to see and celebrate our milestones. And I think the small gestures matter. So, just saying, hi, kumusta na? Ano
Yeah.
nang balita dyan? Ano chismis? And ganun. So they do matter, even though they're not like what we see in movies or we're reading books. Like we need to have a one-on-one time, like for let's say a few minutes or hours. So even just those small gestures, they do help. It's just it just means that you're trying to be, even though you're not physically present, so at least you're there, and it's still quality time for me.
Thank you, Tala,
And
for sharing. Go ahead.
Sorry. I have to add. So, although it's those small gestures, but also, we make it consistent and committed to reaching out to our loved ones.
And
Yeah.
I think that's really good and powerful. It speaks volumes because sometimes the people forget they're also human beings, and especially those who are OFWs. When they call, they go like this, and this is pretty common. Nagpadala ka na ba ng pera? Did you send money? Rather than say, "Hey, how are you? I miss you." And then, I think that's really a reality that we need to reflect on, because it's not easy to find money. It's not easy to work hard. And yes, we made decisions to go abroad and find our paths. But there's more to life than just being in a transactional relationship. It has to be a very mutual, respectful, and understanding
Respectful.
relationship, not just
Correct.
an ATM. I hear you.
Correct. Yeah.
I have to say that for all other OFWs out there. I have to be bold because, for the most part, some won't say anything about it, right? Because it's part of
Yeah.
our culture to give and give. But it's also important to keep it in mind that we need to take care of ourselves first, or else we will burn out. And whatever's in our cup, it's gone. So you can't really pour anything from an empty cup.
Agree. I agree. I couldn't agree more. And thank you for bringing that up too, Tala. And
Yeah.
thank you for answering the question. Well, it's also applicable for those who are in the Philippines, just like me. I've been a breadwinner since grade
Mm,
school.
okay.
And the question is really relevant as well, because I was about to ask Tala earlier, but since you mentioned that already, BFF, sometimes I fear when someone reaches out to me just to ask, "Kumusta ka?" Because the
Okay.
next question, I think you know where I'm going, where I'm
Uh,
going to.
Spit
Like,
it up.
di ba? Meron ka bang extra dyan? Mga ganun ba? Well, I'm saying this not for the sake of saying it, but this also applies, of course, especially to our OFWs. Sometimes people in the Philippines, their families, their relatives, and whatnot, forget to ask the person, "How are you doing?" And they got no idea how important that question is to them. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, because of that question, uh, it could make the person cry, because apart from his or her family members, relatives, and friends, or close friends, I may say,
Mm-hmm.
even the person that they just met like a week ago or 2 days ago, if they ask the question, it means a lot to the person, and that could cause crying a river sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how important the question is. A small gesture has a big impact to someone who might be going through something which we are not aware of.
Correct.
So thank you. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, of course it does. Thank you.
Thank you, Marzal. Okay, so that was just our question number 2 for part 2. We'll
Mm-hmm.
proceed to our question number 3. I mean, number 2.
What lessons about motherhood and partnership have emerged from living apart?
I love this question, especially that Tala is also a mother. So I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
know her insights. So, Tala?
And she's so blessed to have her son with her.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
correct. I am blessed that my family with me. So my husband and I, we're both here in Australia, and we have our son. So we work together in raising him.
Mm-hmm.
We did have. There was a time before we moved here in Australia that he worked and stayed in Taiwan, and I was in the Philippines. So we were living apart, and it was difficult because we were raising our. So I was taking care of my son, and he was there working. So you can imagine the difficulty and the homesickness. Even though we were staying in the Philippines and he was there, so he feels homesick, and he would just we would just have a few minutes to talk uh, via Messenger. I think it was Messenger or WhatsApp. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember. Um,
Or
but
Friendster.
our what do you call this? Our concern was that our son would grow and not know him, so that was
Mm-hmm.
difficult.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, So how did we? So that was the lessons. Is just we talked. We had to make sure that we kept in constant communication because that's very
Mhm.
important,
Mhm.
and not hiding anything from each other. Just being open, like this is what we're experiencing here, or we need help, or how are you? What are you doing there? So just constant communication that helped.
Mhm. Thank you, Tals.
That also
Constant
means,
communication, yan.
yes, transparency, so that the
Mhm.
person would know if the other party is going, oh, I mean, is doing okay or not, and if there's something that, for example, Tala's family can help her with, right?
Mhm.
Rather than keeping it to yourself and without letting
Correct.
your family know, and then ikaw na lang pala mag-isa sa isang sulok ng sa kwarto
Yeah,
mo.
it's apparent that they do have this teamwork as a framework.
Correct,
It's
correct,
not just you're the one fixing all the problems or trying to find solutions alone. So that's really
correct.
great, Tala. Very practical and smart.
True.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tala. That's a sign of motherhood,
Yeah.
or as a parent, you know.
So proud
And
of her.
yeah, it's nice to know, Tala, that you are with your son, of course, and you are together.
Mhm.
You know, I wonder though, how is it different now that you are together rather than when your son was still in the Philippines? What joy do you have? No, like as we speak, how is it different?
So well, raising a child
Mm-hmm.
in person here, so it's still challenging because it's a normal child, teaches you patience and a little bit of humility. I think humility, because when you raise a child, you also get to remember how your parents raised you, and you get to take pointers from that. So
Do you think you are applying the same parenting style to your child the way your mother or I mean, the way your parents did to you, or have
not
you
everything.
improvised it a bit? A bit. Okay.
Are you a
Yes,
strict mom?
I modified it a bit. So we grew up. Our generation grew up uh, in
Uh,
a with parents that what do you call this? Have the unique style of discipline.
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh.
So here you can't
Yeah.
physically discipline your kids.
Uh,
So hindi pwede.
you're
You
tempted
get
to
in trouble.
resist. I know. You can't do that. Yes.
That's a
Thank you,
difference.
Tala.
Yeah.
Yes.
While you both were talking about that, you reminded me regarding the question
Hmm.
during Miss Universe 1994. What is the essence of being a woman?
Oh,
And I have it here. Like when
hilig ako
Shusmita
niyan.
Sen, responded. She said, "The essence of a woman is a gift from God that
Ah,
everyone should appreciate." With and she is the origin of a mother. I mean, of a child, and
hmm.
that is the mother. So like Tala and Marzil,
Yeah.
and the mother or the woman shows or teaches a man, or I think this is not only limited to a man, but teaches her son or daughter, siblings about caring, sharing, and what loving is all about. So
Yes, if there's a clear pathway between the mother and the child to have that bond and not being, pressured into other circumstances or other actors in that relationship, then that would really be the ideal way to do it. Kasi
correct.
importante talaga din sa mental health ng mom nila na nandoon na malapit yung mga anak nila. So I'm just speaking that for all other OFWs out there, sometimes they feel bad that they don't have their children with them. But it's a matter of circumstances then, di ba? So the
Correct.
point that I'm making is don't be too hard on yourself. Everybody has some pains and tribulations to go through, but just do what you can. And if you believe in God, you have faith, pray. And if you have a different way of coping, then do something positive and productive about your life in the present. rather than being fixated in what could have been and what will be your future.
Correct. Yeah. You reminded me about the what do you call that? Defense
So,
mechanism.
seryoso ako, no?
Yeah. Well, it's good to be serious, you know.
Oh, yes.
After all, this is
Ah,
a podcast about
there.
beyond resilience, and
Yeah.
then we are letting people to know what exactly we're trying to share with them. Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Thank you.
Tala. So that was our question number 2 for part 2. So
All
we're now
right.
down to our part 3. This is exciting. Here's our part 3.
Part 3. Getting deep.
Scuba
Getting
diving ba to?
Getting to know, getting personal. Now we're getting deep. So
Sige.
the questions are becoming, of course, deep from the word itself, or becoming
Yes, yes,
serious.
yes.
So here's our first one for you, Tala.
Can you describe your first days or weeks in Sydney? What surprised you most about the experience?
I like that question.
True. I'm excited to know as well. So Tala, go
Okay,
ahead.
I know I would get this question. So it was a mix of nervousness and excitement. Um, we didn't have jobs yet when we came here. No jobs, so we were planning to get jobs, but that was part of the nervousness. Excited because Australia, it's one of the most beautiful and progressive countries in the world, so that's exciting. The one that surprised me, although I did my research, that was the Aussie slang, and it was hard to understand at first because not only because of their accent, but they had different terms for different words. And I have a list now because I know this would be asked. So, for example, if you want to say hello, you can say hey, right? Good day, mate.
Good guy.
No worries. No worries means it's okay, no problem. Arvo, that means afternoon. So Arvo. Barbie, barbecue.
Barbecue. Alam ko yan. Pagkain eh. Diyos ko, Lord.
Food lover.
Brekkie, breakfast. So, mate, that's friend.
Okay.
Servo, gas station.
Mm.
Bub, that's baby or child. Fair dinkum, that means honestly, or like, is it true? Then there's ta, which means thank you.
Ta?
And ta, yeah, ta, ta, thank you.
Ta. Oh, ta.
Yeah. And good on ya, so like good job or well done.
Ah. I see.
Television,
Lou.
a lot of these.
Lou or lift.
No. Lou is different, di ba? Tals is
Oh, okay.
CR,
CR.
in the Philippines, toilet.
Okay,
loo.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Or
Punta
John.
ako dun sa
I'll go to
Sydney.
the John.
Yeah, I
Is
went
it-
to Sydney and I was like, "Where's your restroom?" Tinignan ako, "You mean Lou?" Ah, Lou. Akala ko spelling L-U. L-O-O pala. Ah, Lou. Basta siya. Gotcha. So, yeah.
Gotcha. So it's more on the language.
Yes.
That also surprised you, Tala. Well, I think it's normal to, like, if foreigners visit the Philippines, they also got to learn our language in the Philippines, like the
Uy.
Filipino Tagalog. Uy, uy, and all. So, Tala, since of course you're a Filipina, how is it when you started working in a huge company where you are connected with as we speak? Yeah. How did you manage the communications barrier? Because of course, most probably, whether we don't agree, there will be instances where two foreigners wouldn't have a common ground or common understanding because of the language barrier. So what did you do to cope just in case it happened in the past?
So I had to research.
Mm-hmm.
The My first job here, it wasn't in IT, so I applied as a sales assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Sales lady
Mm-hmm.
at a boutique, a clothes shop in one of the malls here, because
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
we needed to work. We needed money.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, yes. Oh.
correct. So part of it, obviously, part of the job is to talk to customers, ask them what they're looking for, and suggest, clothes that I think would best fit them.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a time when someone asked me if, or I think they asked me where are, or do you have jumpers, or where can I find jumpers?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, in the Philippines, jumpers, we have, the jeans, yung pantalon, and then we
Yeah.
have
Yes.
the belt that would go over your shoulders.
Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
But their jumper here is sweaters, like sweater natin. So I was like,
Oh.
we don't need
Ngayon ko lang alam
jumpers.
yan.
I didn't
Ako rin.
know. So
Paano kayo
so from then
maka-jump?
on,
Ano?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Wow. How about the cultural side, Tala? I'm very curious about how you were able to adjust from a cultural perspective, from a Filipino to trying to embrace Australian culture. How's that like?
oh, so in the office, for example,
Mm.
a lot of my colleagues have Filipino partners, so they know Filipinos, and
Okay.
we're hardworking, we're very friendly. So if let's say I'm not sure about what they're saying, I would ask them, right?
Mm.
Because otherwise, misunderstanding might cause issues.
Mm-mm.
So I just had to be open and just ask the question and did it in a nice way.
Mm-mm.
Because hindi ko alam na baka makaka-offend ako or hindi. So I would just, approach them and see, like, this is what I want to tell you and this is what I mean, but hopefully I'm not offending you or anything like that. And they're pretty much open to it,
Good.
they're very approachable.
That's good. I think that's a very great example. You know how to communicate. You don't have to be aggressive. You just have to be assertive, meaning you
Mm-hmm.
straight. You're very straightforward with your message with a little bit of courtesy on the side. So awesome.
Thank you, Marzil. By the way, I'd like to pick on this one. Oh, that must not be difficult for you, tax,
Else, I think that's for
since you're one of well-grounded students way back then. So that's from Sebastian Lucas.
that's Vicky
Baptiste.
Koy Robinson.
Hello there. Massive
Hi
shout out to you.
Robinson.
Thank you
Hi
so
Rob.
much for watching. Keep
Yeah.
sharing this with your friends, Sebastian, uh, so that they can watch us and listen to Tala's beautiful story.
Yes.
Very swiftly, I'd like to bank on what she said. Whenever she doesn't know something, she would always ask,
Mhm.
ask and it will be given. So it's something I learned as well. We people sometimes we tend to pretend that we know about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like back in the days when I was in grade school and high school.
Uh-huh.
Just to be likable. Just
Mhm.
for you not to be wiped out from a group. So you pretend that, oh yeah, I also know that, but deep inside you know for a fact that you got no knowledge about something. So it's always best to acknowledge that, oh come on, I really don't know about this. And the more you listen to the person that you are asking the question to, the more that you'll learn a lot from the person. And in the long run, you can also pass it on or pass it forward to somebody who doesn't have any idea about something that you asked in the past, right?
Tama.
So
Yeah.
so ano lang, knowledge is free, and it's best to share this with the people around us, and it's
Yeah.
meant to be shared. Yeah.
And it's
Uh,
also good. I sorry. It's
Go ahead.
also good. It's also good. Oh, uh, Rabor, Julia Cesare is my dear cousin. Hi, Kring Kring.
Hi,
So
hi.
I remember one time, my first time in Italian, to order Italian food, and I didn't know. Oh my gosh, it's a little embarrassing. The foodie in me. So I was like, and I don't have anybody to ask. I don't want to ask the waiter. So when the waiter come over, what are you gonna get for your orders? Is I go, minestrone. Pero it should have been minestrone. So tapos tingin siya sa akin, you mean minestrone? Ko, yes, minestrone. Pero ay, halak. Pero I admit it. I should have done research. But then, when
Mhm.
you're hungry, you don't really do any research. You just go to the next restaurant. So nag-order ko. Yeah, minestrone when it should have been minestrone. And that's part of, cultural adjustments. Here in America, there's a lot of restaurants, different variety of
Mhm.
restaurants. So first of all, nag-Italian. So yan, nangyari. Spaghetti lang alam ko dati, tsaka carbonara eh. So yan. Yes. Okay. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Of course, of course. And we have Julia how do you say that? Cesare
Yes, sir.
Rabor. Maayong
Mhm.
buntag din po sa inyo, sabi niya. And
Yes.
sabi niya, watching all the way from Suarez, Iligan City. Taga Suarez. Taga Suarez ba siya, no? Si Tala?
Palao?
Palao?
Tubod,
No.
carbide.
Tubod
Ah,
Carbon.
Carbide. Okay, Carbide Village. Yung paano? Yung paakyat. Tama ba ako? Parang papuntang
Yeah.
yung
Kalaag,
daan.
gilisi.
Punto.
O alam mo ba Tala, if you know about Kokoy's, yung sa ice cream on stick, doon ako nagko-collect ng items nila. Tapos
Oh, yes.
binibenta ko sa Pantar Lanao del Sur. I had to walk from Pantar to Balue from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tapos aral
Mm,
na sa hapon sa City High ng 4
yeah.
or 5 p.m. So sa Tubod
It's
pala
it's
ikaw. Ay,
resilience
Carbide Village. Carbide Village. So
carbide.
nakikita mo yung parang tennis court doon. May tennis court doon eh. Tama ba ako? Oo,
Yeah.
tama, tama. Oo.
Wala ko
Ayan.
wala akong idea, hindi ako nakapunta doon, but I was from
Nakapunta ako
school
ng
balik sa bahay.
bahay kaagad.
Yeah.
You were so studious back then, BFF. Kahit naman hanggang ngayon.
It
By the
was
way,
my
shout
stress
out
reliever.
to... Sorry, go ahead.
It was my stress reliever. So yeah.
Yep, yep. Bebelin Doria, who's watching via Facebook, shout out, she said. Massive
Hello.
shout out to all our viewers on Facebook and, of course, on YouTube. We are live both on these platforms. So that
Mm.
was our question number 2 for part 3. We'll have one more question for part 3, then we'll proceed to part 4. This is getting, uh, more exciting, BFF. Kasi pahirap yung tanong, pero sa nakikita ko, easy lang kay Tala. Ano, easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's our third question. Tala, this is for you.
Can you share a story where your Filipino identity became an asset in your new environment?
I love this question too.
Mhm.
I think, well, I mentioned before, a few of my colleagues have Filipino partners or spouses.
Mhm.
So we are known for being hospitable, hardworking, and being really friendly. So we easily develop friendships with different people from different cultures. So that's our advantage as Filipinos.
Mhm.
So they know, because they know that we are hardworking. They don't they don't second guess whenever they ask me to work on something, an issue. So because they know that I will be able to do it well.
Like you're
So
capable to do
That's
it.
yes.
yes. So I think that's our advantage, even in other fields, not just IT. Sa ibang, everyone, every Filipino that works abroad, the other what do you call this? Other nationalities would always comment or have feedback that, oh, you're a Filipino. They would know that you're a hard worker and
Hardworking.
you are friendly as well. So
Well, thank you for making us proud and for all other hardworking Filipinos, It's our business card. So, nakaka-proud, di ba?
Yes. So it's good to know that your identity as a Filipino has become an asset in your company.
Mhm.
But since we're talking about identity as a Filipino in other countries, was there also a time that you felt discriminated, that you were pulled down, not just at work, but maybe somewhere that you
Mhm.
visited? Yeah.
Good
How
question.
did you handle that in case it happened?
Discrimination. Maybe not. No, I don't think it was because I was Filipino, but because of
Mm-hmm.
how I talk, pronounce.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they can only understand their, um, let's say, the Aussies.
Mm-hmm.
All they have their Aussie accent, right? And
Mhm. Yeah.
sometimes talk, we're more American English,
Mm-hmm.
yung
Mhm.
accent natin.
Tama.
So, minsan, hindi nila ako maintindihan because of that. And so I
Mm-hmm.
have to talk
Repeat
slowly
yourself.
and also,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and repeat myself to make sure that they understand.
Mhm.
I don't remember of a time that I experienced racial discrimination, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
good.
So
That's
I
great to know.
yeah, so my colleagues, my bosses, they're all respectful, and
They
I appreciate
embrace
that.
you.
That's awesome. And
Yes.
they love working with you. Yeah.
Well, I ask it, Tala, because other countries would let you. Well, not. I'm saying this in my own experience.
Mm.
Like if you visit the country and if you don't know their language, they
Mhm.
will just ignore you. Like even if you ask, "Hey, I have a question. I hope you can help me," they will just look
Yeah.
at you and then fade away.
Yes. Sa
It happened.
Guangzhou.
Yes, it happened to me several times, but it's okay. I cannot blame them because I'm a
Yes.
Filipino. But hopefully, in the Philippines, if ever other nationalities visit us, let's be patient and let's give them the chance to talk to us in our own language and try our best to direct them to the correct location that they're looking for. Kasi
I think for
parang
yeah.
go ahead, BFF.
I think for the most part, Filipinos are really known worldwide for being hospitable. In fact, we are way too kind for other nationalities to come over and visit. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
tourism is really high in the Philippines because of that as well. And we do speak English, right? So
Correct.
the communication barrier is already addressed. However, I think we also have to hopefully provide the same kind of treatment to our kababayans then. That's just an observation for me. Because
Correct.
just because they're, foreign nationalities, then they will have a special treatment. I think it should be fair and square, equal treatment, just for the sake of being human, right? Not necessarily because of the color of our skin or the language we
Correct.
speak. I have to say
Yeah.
that. Parang
And
nanginginig.
go ahead, BFF.
So
And
yun.
I hope to, I hope as well, kasi ito nakikita ko, no, Tala, I'm not sure if you'll agree with me and also Marzel.
Mm-hmm.
Filipinos are really hardworking if they are in other countries. But in our own country, and Filipinos are also more abiding
Yeah.
sa rules pag nasa ibang bansa sila. Like ako pag nasa Singapore, no, whenever I
Mm-hmm.
see Filipinos, grabe, napaka-obedient talaga nila.
Mm-hmm.
But pagdating sa Pilipinas, ibang tao sila. alam mo yung, so there's
Siguro
no
do what the
consistency.
Romans do, yung ano nila, strategy nila, di ba?
Oo. So, hopefully, katulad ng sinasabi mo, Marcel, fair
Yes,
square, no? So, if you
mm,
can do it in other countries, then
correct.
why can't you do it in our very own country? Diba?
Exactly. And,
Mm.
I think the idea of nationalism is really great, and I don't want to go political, but you also have to understand that wherever you go, not just in your country, wherever you go, be it in Europe or Southeast Asia,
Yeah,
you have to embody the same principles. You have to be a representation of your core values as much as possible, and that's
correct.
one way to live authentically, right?
True.
And respect has to be embedded in that as well. Kasi pag masyado kang ma-pride, yan na, nagiging viral na yung ibang mga vloggers, di ba? Flex ng flex sa mga gamit nila, hindi naman pala parent, parent skill
Correct.
yun, di ba? So I have to
Mm-mm.
touch that a little bit. Kasi, humility goes a long way. And kindness and empathy.
Correct. Keeping your feet on the ground,
Tama.
regardless of
Exactly.
your
Tama.
achievements, and just
Yeah.
like Marcel or Tala, you know,
Lala lang, wag ako.
these both. I mean, these ladies, were students of, how do you call that? Science curriculum.
City High,
Tama.
yes.
Oo, sa City High.
Mhm.
Mga matatalino yan sila. Pag nasa psychor ka, alam na this. Kat,
Ikaw din, Miko, you're very smart.
oh, thank you, thank you.
Knowing
Pangatlo
you
lang.
for years, I know you. And what you're
So,
capable of. Yes.
pero I miss City High. But anyway,
Oh, nostalgic na.
nostalgic. Yeah, yeah. So we're done with our part 3.
Yay!
We'll now proceed to our part 4. So this is our part 4, Tala, and to our viewers.
Part 4. Getting difficult.
So there you go. From
Pwede
getting to
mang-okay,
know,
difficult daw eh.
uh, getting to know, getting personal, getting deep, and now it's getting difficult. But I know Tala is prepared.
Oh,
She
yes.
has ammunitions prior to joining us on the panel, BFF. So here's your first question, Tala.
Looking back, how has this journey changed your understanding of resilience? What lies beyond it for you?
Ito gusto ko itong malaman from Tala.
Pang Miss Universe, no?
Galing!
Before it was just before it was just getting back up. So when I fall, just get back up and that's it. But now, kasi more mature na tayo. We learn how to accept the challenges, and again learn from them. So accepting and learning from those challenges. What lies beyond? What lies beyond? I think focusing on my hopes and goals for the future. So those hopes and goals that I have, they give me strength, to keep going. So I use those goals as my reason, my whys to rise up to the challenge and face whatever problems I'm facing. That's
Wow.
it, I think.
Pwede telepang Mrs. Universe.
I love it.
Woo!
So you're now our new Miss Universe, Tala.
Yeah.
2025. O,
Yes.
di ba kayang-kaya? Brilliant answer, Tala. I love it. BFF, anything you'd like to say about
No, I'm gonna
that
ask
question?
you because you've been asking these questions. How about you? If you will answer that question, what will be your response? Oh, spotlight.
Well, I run to our
Uh-huh.
creator because back then, whenever I got problems, I rely on my resources right away. But I
Okay.
forgot that we have someone who is greater than us.
Tama.
And even though we combine all the problems in the world, those cannot be bigger nor greater than him. So after surviving the trials, and the obstacles in life, I learned that I always have to run to him first. And then he will address all the resources I needed, and he would group the people whom I need to reach out to, like support group or support system. So that's my answer to the question.
Awesome. Well, the commonality between the two of you is that there's a will to go past your
Correct.
challenges. Yes.
Correct.
Kasi pag ano ka lang, if you're short-sighted, you only care about, for example, financially, let's say, you only care about spending it for the now and not thinking about the future, then you're putting your future at risk. But then if you're also thinking way too much about the future, yung now, ngayon, na at risk mo rin. So you need to have that perspective, how to approach it, the balance, and
Yeah.
depending on the urgency of the situation. And also, there's a study I think that was published earlier in January. Na 62% of populations na may faith-based coping mechanism, talagang yung anxiety levels nila lower than other yung mga tao na iba yung coping mechanism nila from drugs
True.
to other activities. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to validate what you both said. In other words,
Thank you, BFF. How about you? If you're going to answer the question, so we
wag
can.
na ako. Basahin na lang ang aklat ko. I'm working on my
Yes.
second
Yeah.
book, Beyond
Second book.
Resilience. So it's gonna be out soon. I didn't even know that takes a long time for it to be
Mm.
processed, but it's coming out soon.
Here's a comment from Sebastian Lucas. Mata sa langit, paa sa lupa.
Very true.
Yes. Very
That's
true.
true.
True. Keeping your feet on the ground. While you were talking about and while we were discussing the Beyond Resilience BFF and
Yes.
Tala, it reminds me about social functioning. It's a phrase that we use in social work. You know, I'm a graduate of social work, Tala. I haven't shared that with you. So social functioning is your way na mag-respond sa demand ng environment mo.
Mm.
Be it social, spiritual, financial, and everything. So, yun lang gusto ko lang sabihin. By the way, massive shout out to our good friend all the way from New Jersey, Maynard Chano.
Yay!
Yeah,
Hello.
she's also a YouTuber and a vlogger and a content
Awesome.
creator.
Thank
I met
you.
her in person already. So
Oh,
we ate at my favorite restaurant where we also ate
Wang Fu?
BFF. Wang Fu, yes.
Yeah, I love Wang Fu. Yeah.
This is Maynang is also one of the toughest ladies or YouTubers I have known. So hopefully mag-guest din natin siya katulad ni
Yes,
Tala,
of course.
to inspire people.
Mhm.
Okay.
And if you would like to guest in our podcast, just reach out to Mikoy and we will accommodate you with your schedule. Mm.
Yeah. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Okay, that was our question number 1 for part 4. Here's our question number 2.
How do you envision your legacy? For your family, your community, and for other Filipinos dreaming of something more.
Parang pang presidente yung tanong, ha? Ano plataforma mo, Miss Tala Grace?
Di ba kasi nga getting difficult, but I know again Tala is prepared to address the question. I'm
Alright,
learning.
well-
I'm actually learning from Tala.
Yeah.
BFF. Yeah, I know the viewers too.
Take it away,
Okay.
Tala.
Well, first of all, I want to add to what Mike Mikoy mentioned kanina. So whenever I have difficult decisions, I pray all the time. It's not a formal prayer, so I just talk to God and I surrender, meaning I just tell Him, Lord, these are my thoughts, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. So I lift it up to you, and ikaw na bahala. So going back to the question, I think it's more of maybe giving advice to myself, I guess, as well. Just have courage. I think that's in movies I think. Have courage. So it is scary. What I remember every time throughout my journey, I would always the pattern that I would always face is I need to start from scratch, from the beginning, from the start. So in the Philippines, right, for example, when after graduation, I left and I went to Manila, applied for jobs, and I got a job in Cavite. And I started as a new graduate engineer, and then after that I moved to help desk role, so like IT services. And then after that, I moved to network. So I became a network engineer, and I worked on projects. And then we moved to Taiwan, so I had to leave my job. So when I went there, again, I had to start from yeah. So I also started as I think a software or a project engineer, and I didn't have an idea what to do, but during the interview, I researched about the requirements, the responsibilities. So even though that role was new to me, so I just told myself that it's okay. I will still learn. And
Yeah.
same story. When we moved here to Australia, again, no job. I started as a sales assistant,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
selling clothes to people, and as a casual employee as well. And at the same time, I still applied to different companies, and I got rejected a lot of times. So I would get to the interview part, and then after that, they would email me and saying, "Oh, we already accepted someone else. I'm
Yes.
sorry." So I had to try again and again. And then one day I got the phone call, and then this company said, "Are you ready for an interview?" And then the rest is history. So even if it's scary, just go for it. Don't be afraid to start again. And I always ask for help. I'm I think being humble helps a lot. Pride never does. So people will see that you're trying, and they will. Yeah, people love to help.
True. I think it's a human nature that people help whenever they see someone who is in need of help. I like what Tala shared with us, BFF. Starting. I must say, like the quote or the phrase, starting as a scratch, and it's pretty normal. And she acknowledged that even though I do not know what the job is all about, but before she went to an interview, she did the research or she did her homework, and it reminded me about the elevator pitch. So this is also something that our viewers could learn from Tala and from us, that when you go to an interview, before being interviewed, make sure that you already read that job description. So if they would ask you to tell you something like, tell me something about yourself. It's normally, if that is thrown at you at the interviewee, they would just say about, oh, I love cooking, I love dancing, and I love reading and all and stuff like that, forgetting to know what they're applying for. So if your response is related to the description about the job that you are trying to get, then the interviewer would say, oh, I love this applicant or this candidate because she prepared prior to going to an interview.
So hindi pwedeng sabihin na if you're being asked why are you applying for this job, ang sasagot because you're hiring, because
Well,
you needed somebody to work for you.
if
Just
I may
kidding.
share, if somebody would, so why are you applying? Well, because you're hiring. And then if the interviewer would ask, so why do you think you're qualified? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Confidence.
No,
Diba?
I'm just kidding. So it's called elevator pitch because the interviewer's purpose is to, to identify who are you, why are you applying for the role, and why do you think you'll be successful in the role that you're applying for. So I'm glad that Tala also cited that, to inspire our viewers as well. Baka kasi may mga dito fresh grad pa lang or kakagraduate pa lang, may mapupulot sila based sa sinabi ni Tala. So thank you. By the way, we have a friend here.
Ryan.
Si Ryan Maraginot. This
Yes,
is nice.
he's from
Keep it up.
City
Hello, Mars and Tala. So I suppose
Ryan is a
he's...
good. I remember he was a good dancer din, di ba? Dance troupe yata sa City High. Si Ryan.
Oh.
Hmm.
Ako naman, nung sa City High tayo, more on singing naman ako.
Yes.
So pag may flag ceremony, pinapakanta ako doon sa stage.
Ako naman, Banana Q, tsaka kada labas, every time, kakain ako ng Banana Q.
Marami kasing banana Q ang kamote sa
Tsaka mangga na may hipon.
may uyap.
Yeah.
Yung, ang tawag yan, anong...
Yan yung mga fond memories ko sa City. Kain pa rin. Wala
Ay,
na.
nako. Hopefully, makauwi ako ng Iligan City. Bibisita talaga ako sa school natin.
Malapit na yung fiesta.
September 29. Tama,
Ito
September
Mambaya.
29.
Hello.
In case she is watching, massive shout out to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so that was our question number 2 for the part 4. Tama ako, no? Tama? Okay, so we are now down to our. Oh, we still have one more question for the part 4. Hindi ko alam mo kung na-flex ko na to, pero let's see.
Go ahead.
Here you
Yes.
go.
Go.
What advice would you give to others facing the prospect of leaving everything familiar to pursue a better future?
Ayun, gusto ko rin yung tanong na to.
Yes.
I remember Dexter's advice.
Go, Dex.
Gusto ko, di ba? Tala also learned it from Dexter. So what was the advice, Tala?
So, yung main point is you welcome the change and being out of your comfort zone. So again, be brave with prayers as well. You know, trust the Lord. That's important. And just with your family, ask for their support. Ask for help if you need it, and keep the it's hard, but keeping the communication consistent, that's very important. And it's always encourage one another, and just stick to your stick to your why. Like, why are you doing this? And that will help you.
Yeah, thank you. Love
Like,
it.
and
Very
also the
comprehensive ang approach ni Tala. Almost holistic, di ba? From
yes,
both
I
family to inner. Yeah. Anyway, sige.
it reminds me about it's related. For Tala, it's why. It's the what's in it for me, and that's when the why am I doing this? Because if you don't know why you're doing it, then definitely you'll be lost. You wouldn't know where to go and what to do next if you don't have that core or very reason of doing something.
Correct. Correct. And it's like saying when it comes to logic, pwede si Robinson nito, si Robinson mathematician yan, di ba? So deductive logic. So understanding what's your big why, so that you can then work on these steps so that you will feed up
Correct.
to your why. So
Like like narrowing everything until you get
Yes.
to what you want in life.
Ah,
Correct. Sus, mga bright kaya kung mga kwan.
ma 1 plus ma 2 equals.
Sample, sabi ni Bastian.
Tay, si Robinson next guest natin dito, dugo ilong natin.
Sige ba? We can have Robinson. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right. So, we are now down to our part 5. 'Di ba? Ang bilis natin, pero
Yay!
yeah,
Yes.
it was a great
Alas 10 dito
conversation.
sa gabi.
I mean, it has been a great conversation. Okay. So, part 5, here you go.
Part 5. Closing and reflections.
Here's our first question for part 5.
If you could speak to your younger self before this journey began, what would you say?
Pang ano talaga, no? Pang Miss Universe Tala, no? Kayang-kaya ni Tala yan.
Okay, what would I tell myself? It's okay. I guess just have courage and just do it, like Nike. So it's mistakes happen. I will, like, we make mistakes all the time, but make sure that you learn from it, and just keep going. And like I said earlier, keep the faith, trust in God, and will guide you. And that's it, I think.
Thank you, Tala. That's really profound.
Thank you, Tala. And while you were saying about the word mistake, it reminded me about what Albert Einstein said. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. So don't be afraid to fail. And you know what, PFF, at work, I do the talking. Sometimes, or most of the time, if I must say, before we start the induction, we always have a short activity that I facilitate, and we pass along the quote that says, "The expert in anything was once a beginner." So you
Yeah.
cannot be an expert if you didn't fail. And I think I also shared this on one of my shows that it's better to fail in doing something than excel in doing nothing. And it's pretty normal that sometimes we win and sometimes we learn. So, like what Tala said, we just need to embrace the things that happen to us. After all, our experience is our best teacher.
Correct.
Maliban na lang kung paulit-ulit siya at wala ka nang ginawa, parang ibang usapan na yan. Diba?
Yes. Like what you said, we win or we learn because that's a
Yes.
very that's indicative of a growth mindset. You're not thinking of yourself as a loser or
Correct.
a
Correct.
victim. The victim mentality. You're not looking for sympathy. You're trying to evolve as a human
Correct.
being.
And rise and soar
Correct.
high
And it's not
after.
easy at all. It's really great to read them on Facebook, Reels, or ano ba yan, isa, Instagram. Tanda na talaga ako, but you know what I mean? Pag,
Yeah,
yung mga quotes, maganda yan, but applying it is difficult. And that's where true strength comes from. Mm-mm.
agree. Agree.
Pero tanong
Thank,
ko, Mikoy, if you are asked the same question when you're younger, what will you say to yourself as well?
oh, ito yung question ha, para baka may hindi nakasunod dyan. So, ito yung question kanina.
If you could speak to your younger self before this journey began, what would you say?
Ang
Right.
sagot ko lang palagi, dream big. Kasi if you are stuck in a situation na limited lang yung thought process mo, I'm saying it because I'm reminded about those who were not successful in life by reaching or achieving their dreams because they said, hindi ako nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral kasi mahirap lang kami. Now, it boils back to the idea of the defense mechanism called delusion of poverty. And I don't want that Filipino people and everyone in the world would think that way. Otherwise, if you are that person, then there's no assurance that you'll get what you want in life. So just dream big and believe that no matter how many obstacles you'll face, that's part of the process. And
Correct.
then once you keep yourself on the ground, and then you have that strong faith and believing in yourself. I always share this with my friends as well. The first thing you have to do is to believe in yourself because the ultimate person who believes in you is just you, and it starts with you. So
Pang Miss Universe
that
lang.
is my answer to the question.
All right.
Thank you so much. We have another comment here from our live chat. It feels good to be connected to both
Oh,
of you. That's
Estelle. Hi,
Isel.
Estelle.
Hi there. Massive shout out to you. Let me tag you as one of the moderators so that whenever you comment again, you can try it. You can try it right away. Your name is blued. So for those who are not, for those who are new on this platform, especially on YouTube, so we call it moderator. Once your name is blued, whenever you comment again, then you're a moderator. So you have different access as a moderator. Thank you,
Hi,
Essel,
Estelle.
Jane, and Mia. Massive shout out to you. So,
Estelle will be my future attorney.
oh, really? So she's studying law,
She's reviewing now.
reviewing now. Oh,
Yes.
just like Tala said earlier, just entrust everything or submit everything to God. How do you say that? Essel? Essel.
Estelle.
Essel. So just submit everything to Him, and definitely He will grant what's in your heart. So our attorney soon,
Yes. And she's
attorney
also
Essel
a pharmaceutical
Jane.
executive. So
Okay.
imagine that working full time and also studying law. That says a lot about resilience as well. So I have to mention that. Sorry,
Correct.
Estelle, hindi ako information. Just proud.
And very quick, BFF, I forgot to mention this. I can see that there's really humility in Tala's heart because she toggled from one job to another. She started as a salesperson in Australia, and she also went sa Taiwan and all. The humble beginning,
Yes.
will definitely bring you to different places. You'll
Totoo.
definitely
And
go places whenever you have that humility in your
mm,
heart. And of course,
yes,
kindness. Yep, yep.
totoo. Tama, tama. And
Well,
thank you for sharing, Tala. That's so refreshing to hear. I looked up to her since we were in high school, and hearing that from her, that says a lot about her character and why she is the software engineer and the wonderful Tala that she is today.
yep, yep, yep.
Mm.
Parang kilala ko na rin si Tala na kahit
Oh,
ngayon, ngayon ko lang siya nakausap, di ba?
friendship na tayong tatlo.
Oo. Oo. The manner, she is soft-spoken and you're right, BFF, and that's why, well, it manifests from the time we started. Yung pinili na, yung sa this and that na introvert siya. So,
Mm.
that
Dalawa
validates
kami.
talaga. Pero yung wisdom nandyan, yun na nga, yun ang ina-admire ko sa mga introvert. Minsan lang yung magsasalita, pero pag nagsalita na, ay nako, napaka-impactful in a positive way. So that was our question number 1. Sa part 5, we still have
Okay.
another question for you, Tala.
Bonus
Here's
na
the
ba to? Or still difficult question?
parang bonus pa rin to, pero madali
Okay.
lang to. Okay,
Sige.
here's your next question.
What are you most grateful for today?
Ayan, so what are you most grateful for today?
Madali lang to, Char. I'm grateful that I'm blessed. So it doesn't mean that I don't have, problems. They are there, but I'm focusing more on the blessings that I have. So I have my family here with me. I have my family back home as well. Friends, their support. I have work. I have a job. I can support my family, so I'm grateful for that. I'm able to support my parents as well. So just counting my blessings.
Bait? Ang bait ni Tala, no?
Nakalimutan ko, I was on mute. I agree, BFF Mars. By the way, let me pick up this comment. In his time, thank you, Mars. Yeah, in his time, so you'll be.
We are
you'll
rooting for
be-
you, and we will pray for you continuously.
Yes, yeah. Our prayers go with you.
Yes.
So, ano na nga ulit yung sinabi ni Tala, BFF? Mabait si Tala. Oh, yes, mabait si Tala. Yeah,
Kasi
always.
she takes care of everyone, in her
Correct.
family.
She has. She has
And
that huge heart to
Tama,
help our family. Yes, it's always great. It's always a great feeling whenever we are thankful sa ating mga nare-receive, whether big or small. Kasi minsan nakakalimutan na natin, no, yung pagiging grateful. Classic example is yung food na kinakain natin. Sometimes ako, I admit,
Pagkain talaga tirada nito.
I love eating.
Me too! Kaya first tayo.
Diba? I think everyone does. Maybe 90% of the population in the world.
Yeah, sige.
Ay
So,
gusto talagang
back to your scope, ano yung sa food? Sorry.
So yung sa food kasi sometimes we tend to be ungrateful kasi pinaka-basic foundation before eating the food is we thank God. We pray, giving thanks to Him. Minsan kahit quick prayer na nga lang bago kumain ng food, nawala na yun, no? So, my encouragement to everyone is kahit hindi ka man marinig ng katabi mo pag kumain kasi hindi ba kailangan talagang maging loud ka while praying to God and then, thanking Him for the food that you eat. So, parang ganun lang, basic. Or kahit yung paggising mo sa umaga, that's a blessing already. Yeah, because we do not know na pagtulog natin mamayang gabi, wala tayong assurance na magigising pa ba ako? So, basic stuff. No?
Correct.
But
It's
thank
the
you,
small
Tala.
things. It's the small
Yes.
things that count most.
Yep.
And in fact, like, well, to answer the question, if you don't mind me sharing, I'm
Of
grateful with
course.
experiences that I
Nice
have.
answer.
When it comes to richness, I have a lot of, heartaches, experiences. Hindi ko naman share dito, but every morning when I wake up, I thank God that I'm still alive, and that means I still have a purpose. That's how I see the world now. Back then, I tried to just cling to my rational way of thinking, and it overwhelmed me. So it works for me, this type of
Mm.
coping mechanism, getting to know more about myself, what my strengths are, the things that I'm good at, and trying to have a platform where I can share, my story, and hopefully inspire somebody out there to realize it's not over. No matter how painful the heartache is, it's not over. You can still continue and move on. And who cares about people judging you? You need to understand what's important is your relationship with yourself and with him. And if you don't believe in him, relationship with yourself na lang. Para, ano, politically correct yung message.
Yeah.
For me, I believe in God, and I haven't been investing in my spiritual life for a long time, but the older I realize, the more heartaches I've experienced, the better I've realized that without him, I wouldn't survive. So I have to share that. Gulat ka no?
Thank you.
Ikaw, sinabi ko.
Nagulat ako.
Nagulat siya. Anyway,
That was, I must say, that was flabbergasting.
the flabber is gasted.
Yes. Thank you. One more question, Tala, for our part
Yay.
5. And then we'll proceed to our last part. So,
Yes.
parang kailan lang noon, matatapos na pala tayo. Tingnan mo,
Yeah.
di ba?
We're having fun. Yes.
Yep. Here's one more question for Tala for part 5.
What's next for you and your family on this journey beyond resilience?
Parang lalabas na yung pagiging project engineer ni Talagers nito. Right, Tal?
Oo.
The conceptual, the schema is there. Go ahead, Tala.
Beyond resilience, I think. So what's next? Okay, I think what's next for my family. So my husband and I, we are focused on creating or supporting our son. So he's growing up.
How old is he?
Support him in him. He's 11 now. He'll be in high school next year. My high school now. So our focus now is to provide him support in his education and other activities. So at the moment he wants to be a game developer. So he's into coding, robotics. So he has his separate classes, separate from the primary classes that he has at school. And he loves tennis as well. So it's not cheap, but he needs to move around to balance his screen time. So hopefully, and we also pray that we're raising him in the right way, and that we support him in whatever activities that he loves. And at the same time, for my husband and I, to also develop professionally. So currently, I'm a network engineer. So the next step would be most likely, an architect or working on projects. For my husband, he's also an engineer as well, so in his own field. So at least we get to focus on that. So beyond this, yes.
Okay, thank you, Tala.
Thank you so much, Tala. So that was our part 5. And of course, to finally end our Beyond Resilience, we still have part 6, but we will no longer asking several questions, but let's project this clip for our part 6.
Part 6. Giving thanks.
So Tala, if there are people you would like to thank to who are these people, and you can start naming them, or you can start, doing a quick shout out to them. Who would you like to thank for first? Bago yung family mo. O kasino man. I'll give the floor back to you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm a Christian. I believe in God, so I thank God for everything. That's it. As for shout outs, shout out to my nanay and tatay and kuya. I sent them the link, so I'm just not sure if they're watching from Facebook or YouTube.
Hello.
And then all our friends and extended family, cousins, mga auntie and uncle. And also our classmates, especially in high school. Hello. Thank you for your support by watching this podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tala. Actually, meron pa akong isa pang question pala, BFF. Hinahanap ko yung clip, but I hope this is the right one, Tala.
Okay.
Yep. So let me play this for you.
Final question. What is your message to everyone about resilience?
Ayon. Let me flex it again just to make sure kasi parang nag-lag kanina.
Final question. What is your message to everyone about resilience?
Ayan. So that is our last.
Answer ko earlier.
Pwede. Yes. Pwede. Yan ang consistency pag ano. Okay, take it away.
Again, resilience is the ability to bounce back. So learn from it. So you face it. You face the challenge, and then you learn from it, and it will help you grow and become a better person.
There
Well
you
said.
go. Thank you so much, Tala. Her answer is also really related to our line sa ating thumbnail, BFF. No? Sinabi dyan, thank you, Tala. It's really related. It's not, resilience is not just about bouncing back from setbacks. It's about adapting to challenges and maintaining well-being in the face of adversity. And she hit that ball while she was answering the questions earlier. So, thank you, Tala. You inspired us today. Of course, maraming nanonood dyan sa aking mga kapwa YouTubers. So, this is what Beyond Resilience is all about. So, I'm sure you learned a lot from our guest today. But, of course, we prepared something for Tala.
There you go. I've been waiting for this one.
Yep. Let me play this quick clip, Tala, and then later on, I have a few more questions, and then we'll finally end the Beyond Resilience podcast. Here you go. So let me flex the picture. So the reason I stalk you, I stalk you in a positive way, was to get pictures from your Facebook account. And I know that you are an introvert person, and then I hope you wouldn't mind, sharing or picking one of the pictures that is being flexed on the panel. So which one you'd like to talk about, Tala? And give us more details, like maybe if you could remember the date, the place, the occasion, or what was the event all about?
Well, I can talk about all of them.
Okay, good.
I can. Yeah, I don't want to select just one. So obviously my face there, that's me in the middle. On top of that are my parents, so my nanay and tatay. So everyone knows my classmates. They're very supportive.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for that. Yes. The one at the upper leftmost part, that's me and my husband. I think we were still in the Philippines after or during our honeymoon, I think. And then that's our son with us. To the right of that, above that big banana. So I think that was in Tagaytay. I'm not sure if he was less than a year old, I think. The big banana that's here in Australia, with our Clea Jerome with us. To the right again, that's my husband and our son. We were on a road trip, Christmas or New Year, driving through the coastal road. Really, really nice trip. The rightmost part, that's Hobbiton in New Zealand. The other Christmas, the other year. So I'm a Lord of the Rings fan and the Hobbit fan of the movie. I just started reading the books, so it's a really great, beautiful place. Lower left corner, again, that's me and my husband. We were still, young and fresh.
I love it. You're still young. You're still young.
At the bottom, that was our CFC MER 2023, I think. So renewing our vows. The rightmost corner, that was taken in Sagada. You can't see it there, but that's cliff, bangin. Diba? So to my right, so you don't see it there, but I was really scared when our guide took that picture. So I was just balancing on the rock there, but again, it was really open and the cliff was scary. So really good memory.
Was it too cold during that time when that picture was taken? Was it too cold?
No, not that cold.
Not that cold. Ito yung unahan ng Baguio, no? Tama ba ako? Sa north part, kung saan kinuha yung movie niya, no? Ni, sino ba yun? Si Angelica Panganiban? Tama?
I think so.
Yeah. I haven't been there.
Sea of Clouds, I think? Or somewhere there, yeah.
Somewhere there, yep. Sagada. Maraming memories dyan mga pumupunta. Thank you so much, Tala, for sharing. You know what, BFF, I'm really glad that I picked the right picture, especially the one in the middle. Kasi parang na-sense ko lang na, bakit kaya sila nandito tatlo? So sabi ko, baka parents niya. Tama ako. Tama ang aking hinala. Tamang-tama. So, I'm glad that she discussed all the pictures that we flex on the panel.
Ako, ngiti lang ako ng ngiti while both of you were
Yeah, I can see you. I can see in the backstage. Ako lang nakakita sa inyong dalawa habang naka-flex yung pictures na yun. So, I'm really happy na okay lang kay Tala kasi nag-send siya ng picture sa akin. Sabi ko, tingnan ko nga kung anong pwede kong makuha. And in fact, yung picture natin sa thumbnail, yun yung isa sa mga, ang ganda ng kuha nito. Napaka lang, yung parang casual. Parang coffee shop yata yung Tala and you were sitting beside a lady. And then sabi ko, ito kukunin ko, ika-crop ko lang. And then, yun na yun. at nagustuhan naman, no? So, hopefully nagustuhan din ng mga, ni Tala, of course. So,
great job.
that was all about our Beyond Resilience VodCast for today's video, sabi nga nila. So, hopefully, ang ating mga viewers dyan, well, I'm really glad that Tala said yes, BFF. And I'm sure our viewers and my friends on YouTube na pangalawa pa lang to na ginagawa natin. Itong our second episode, right, BFF?
Correct.
Our first one was Dexter and Tala was is brave enough, to say yes right away. Kasi, especially na introvert siya, no? Mahirap i-convince or i-persuade yung mga introvert. Just like Marzil. So, thank you. Thank you. Nasingit ka talaga, no? Ako, introvert din ako kasi camera shy ako. Pero, tingnan mo naman, nandito na tayong tatlo sa camera. Nakikita nila. Worldwide. We are watching the scene worldwide. So, BFF,
Mm.
Before we let Tala go,
Mm.
anything you'd like to share, or do you have a message to everyone who's watching?
Oh, my message to everyone is beyond resilience is not just bouncing back, but it's also moving forward. And moving forward um, translates to a new appreciation of life, a better way to relate to others because of your story and relatability. And hopefully, through all those experiences, you will have the strength and capability, what we call recognition of inner resilience. And hopefully, because of that, you are bold enough to face new possibilities, openness to different life paths and opportunities. So yan lang. So in other words, be bold, be brave, and be beyond resilience.
Thank you so much, BFF Marzel. Si Tala ang ating maghuling message, no, for
Yes.
today's video. Ako naman, if I may share with everyone about my thoughts when it comes to beyond resilience. Well, it may sound, as hackneyed as it may sound,
Mm.
don't be afraid to have wounds in your life, because that wounds would make you wiser, if not the wisest. So turn your wounds into wisdom.
Apply sa
And
Budi Macho. Just kidding.
yes, you know, uh, uh, na gusto kong maalala yung about sa quote na sa scar, no? People
Yeah.
may scar you, pero importante, whatever scar that you have gone through,
Mm-hmm.
always remember na wisdom yan na
Mm-hmm.
binibigay sa inyo. So, don't be afraid. Hindi naman yung, alam mo na kahit mali yung gagawin mo pa rin. Kasi, I must say, committing mistakes is always optional. You know for a fact that it's already a mistake, but he still pursued it, then it's no longer a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So, always make the right decision and step back if you think you are unsure of the things that you'll do. So,
Yeah, and
again,
sometimes you think,
go
so,
ahead, BFF.
so,
Go
and
ahead.
sometimes you think you're making the right decision. It's okay to learn from that decision pag nakita mo na hindi pala tama yung ginagawa mo. It's like for
Yes.
myself, I can only speak from experience. I thought what I was doing was right, but
Mhm.
later did I realize that I was actually not really putting myself in the equation, not really understanding how it has hurt me in the long run. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure others can relate. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Kasi like what Mikoy and Tala has shared, it's an opportunity to learn. What's important is you have that mindset, that growth mindset, that beyond resilience mindset. Kasi
Mhm.
um, time will tell, how you've grown, how you have evolved as a person. And like I said, they may judge you, but you can always look into yourself, look into your moral compass, and as what Robinson Bikisa said earlier, feet on the ground, but your eyes are above. So,
True. Yeah. Thank you so much, BFF. Tala. Oh, by the way, we forgot something earlier.
oh,
I
ano?
have yet to sing a song.
Ano? Ay,
But we'll close this with a song, of course.
sige, go.
Tala has request earlier, but
Yes,
I
yes.
have yet to listen to the song. But would you like me to sing the song first before we ask Tala to share her message with everyone, like last message for today's video, or what do you want, Tala?
Message
Would you
first.
like me to sing first? Oh, message first.
Message
Okay.
first. Oh,
Sige, message first. Tala, so the floor
Yeah.
is back to
So
you.
yeah, in summary, have courage, and also a little kindness. The saying is, a little kindness goes a long way.
no.
Just be kind. You never know what the other person is going through.
Tama.
I love it. I love it.
And I'd like
Kindness
to
is.
again just squeeze a shout out to my husband and my son. They're listening and watching. This is
Yay!
Yeah.
Hello.
Massive shout out. What's your husband's name, if you don't mind? Like the nickname.
Elliot.
Hello there.
Hi, Kitila. Mag-ama. Hello.
The handsome people in the house. Hi
Yeah.
there. Massive shout out to you. Nakikinig pala sila.
Of
Hopefully.
course. Team Mama. Yeah.
Oo. Hi. Wanna say hi to our viewers? Baka gusto
Hello,
mo lang mag-hi.
viewers.
Hello, viewers. Hi. Hi.
Hello, hello. Ano na siya, binatilyo na. 11 years old.
11
tama, no?
years old, yes.
11 years old. Nung 11 ako, parang grade 5 yata ako or grade 6.
I
Hi
think
to you both.
great, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Send our regards to them, Matala. Thank you for listening and watching. Okay. I'll try my best. I haven't sang since I think that
Since
was
an hour
since
ago.
an hour ago. But let me try my best to sing in case I crack. Like what I always say, just prepare your gun, loaded with love, unhugged, and shoot me. Kasi hanggang ngayon, wala pa rin nagmamahal at yumayakap kay A Basic
Ay,
English.
o
Hugot yun, hugot.
baking, future partner ni or girlfriend ni Basic English. There you go.
Baka magtaka sila kung sinasabi ko yan. Hugotero po kasi ako.
Kaya nga Hugot King, di ba?
Hugot King ang tawag nila sa akin.
Yes, yes.
So I hope I can make it. Mandy Salonga, all the way from Vienna, Austria. Thank you so
Hello.
much, bro, for watching. Okay, here's my song to everybody, and I hope I can make it. Sing along in case you know it. Life is not at all that bad, my friend. If you believe in yourself, if you believe there's someone who walks life with you, you'll never be alone. Just learn to reach out and open your heart. Lift up your hands to God, and He'll show you the way. And He said, cast your burdens upon me, those who are heavily laden. Come to me, all of you who are tired of carrying heavy loads. For the yoke I will give you is easy, and my burden is light. Come to me, and I will give you rest. When you feel the world is tumbling down on you, and you have no one that you can hold on to, just face the rising sun, and you'll see hope, and there's no need to run. Lift up your hands to God, and He'll make you feel alright. And He said, cast your burdens upon me, those who are heavily laden. Come to me, all of you who are tired of carrying heavy loads. For the yoke I will give you is easy, and my burden is light. Come to me, and I will give you rest. He said, cast your burdens upon me, those who are heavily laden. Come to me, all of you who are tired of carrying heavy loads. For thy yoke I will give you as easy, and my burden is light. Come to me, and I will give you rest.
Wow! Natamimi ako.
There you have it. You know what?
Great.
Like what I mentioned before, BFF and Tala, our most profound and intimate relationship with Him will be in our darkest days and lowest point in life. So don't be afraid to fall. Like what I said earlier, turn your wounds into wisdom. And like what Tala said, she's also a Christian. Run to Him. He's the first one you need to, look for and run to whenever you are going through something. All right. Elliot Mangubat is in the house. Thank you so much. That's Tala's husband. Thank you, Elliot. Nice meeting you and your son. We have a comment here. Si Marzil, nice sad na iyang rendition sa Lea Salonga songs during high school days.
Ala. No,
I agree.
Ala. No.
Marzil also sings. Meron akong
In the bathroom.
Oh, no. Meron po siyang recording. Nag-record ako ng boses niya nung kumakanta siya. And I sent it to one of my good friends and our celebrity singers in the Philippines. Our good friend BFF, si Chad Bor.
Yes. Yes, a
So,
concert.
hopefully, mag-guest natin siya sa atin, no? At we can ask him to sing a song na related din sa Beyond Resilience.
Sure. By the way, before we end, I want to make sure we shout out to Mambaya. She's watching, and she said hi to you, Tala, and Mike.
Hi there, ma'am. Thank you so
Some
much.
technical issues, she couldn't make a comment, but she says hi, and she's happy to see you both.
Thank you so much for tuning in, ma'am. And I hope you had a great time watching and listening to us.
Yeah.
If Tala could sing, I would definitely ask her to sing live.
Yeah, she could sing.
But her craft or her cup of tea is gymnastics, no? Tama ba?
No, mahirap. Hindi lahat pwede niya, no? Bako siya,
Oo, no? Thank you so much, everybody. That concludes our Beyond Resilience with Dr. Marzil and yours truly, a Basic English. And again, Tala, from the deepest chambers of our hearts, thank you so much for saying yes and for inspiring me, Marzil, and our viewers.
Yes, thank you so much.
That story
Thanks for having
is really, it's a pleasure, and thanks as well. And your husband, your son, thank you so much to you both for watching and listening. So bye, everybody. That
Bye.
concludes our show today. We'll see you again next time. Bye,
bless.
Tala.
Bye,
Stay
Tala.
safe and God bless you. BFF, thank you so much. Bye,
You're
bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, bye. Halos hindi ko na matandaan kung kailan pang nahilig umawi. Nangarap sang araw sisikat din at maging isang maliwanag na bituin. Sa tagal ng panahon marami na akong nagawa, marami ng awiting likha. Ngunit hindi pa rin mayakap ang hangarin, hangarin kong maging isang bituin. Ngunit tuloy pa rin ang pagsisikap ko Pagkat balang araw, makikinig kayo at tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pagkaawit ko at makikita niyong sisikat din ako. May kalayuan nang naabot ko mula noong ako'y nagsimula. Isang batang mahilig umawi at isang hiram na lumang gitara. Sa tagal ng panahon marami na akong nagawa, marami ng awiting nilikha. Ngunit hindi pa rin mayakap ang hangarin, hindi pa rin ako isang bituin. Ngunit tuloy pa rin ang pagsisikap ko, pagkat balang araw makikinig kayo at tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pagkaawit ko at makikita niyong sisikat din ako. Sisikat din ako. Sisikat din ako. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe and God bless you all. See you on our next Beyond Resilience VodCast with Dr. Marzil and a Basic English. Bye-bye.